In this video, we'll take a look at the settings inside of Easy Video Lab 2. You can see the settings are available to you in the upper right corner, and so you can click on that. Now, if you open it up and it looks like something like that, you just go ahead and click on this and it'll open up those options for you. Many of these options are self-explanatory, but let's take a look at some of them just to kind of point out some key things. Now, one of the things that we get a lot of questions on is whether or not you can have the stage be transparent, and you can. What you need to do is come in here and set that to transparent. You can see that this is partially transparent. Whatever, you can adjust that, but this is your transparent option, and you can choose that if you so desire. Now, that's when you would try to work with something like QuickTime MOV with transparency, and you're trying to get that when you export it. A word on that, there are actually two formats for QuickTime MOV. We have the animation codec, but we don't have the ping codec, and so if you're running into a problem with that, you would need to convert the animation codec MOVs to another to the other format, and there's free utilities for that online. You can do a Google search for that. Now, moving on, we have the stage dimensions here. You can enter in whatever you want, and we have some presets for you here. And you just go ahead, after you've done that, you want to go ahead and make sure you hit set new size. If you save that as a preference, it will come back and open it to that size the next time you start a project inside of Easy Video Lab. So we have a couple options here. You see block interaction settings, and that's really the blocks are any of these items on the timeline here. And so many of these are self-explanatory, but I did want to kind of point out what pre-roll is. That's if you're working with a video or a block or an animation or something like that, and the key part of it is, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds in. This you can enter 3 or 4 seconds here, and that would allow you to kind of jump to that point, so that you're not having to wait. So if you're making edits where you're doing 4 or 5 edits before you're done with it, that could save you, a couple seconds there every time, and a little bit of annoyance of having to watch the entire thing. So you can, of course, always jump ahead with the timeline, but this is just kind of an automatic thing for you. Again, some of these things are otherwise self-explanatory, so I'll come down to the last one, last couple here. The notification settings. Basically, if you're getting up after you hit export and you're going to grab a cup of coffee or something like that, this will play a sound and let you know that it's done, and then you can come back and get to work again. Finally, we have fade out at ending. This is just a kind of a thoughtful thing for music tracks and so forth. Now, we don't recommend this. Of course, we have our Flexible Music Lab, but if you want to automatically have it fade out at the end, this will do it for you. And this really kind of just allows you to fade out, have a fade out for your audio done for you automatically. But it is definitely far, far better to design your music tracks to your video's duration, and we recommend that over that using this. But this is, again, just an option that's built in for you if you would like to utilize it. So that's the settings inside of Easy Video Lab version 2.